What up, what up? So I just wanted to showcase the powerful nature of hybrid mixing and using outboard gear. Um, right here, I got this track, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. So, all right, what's going on here? Okay, yeah, I got 4 tracks here. I don't know what's going on with my old sample here. Let's see. All right, so this is a little Rhodes sample I got here, but it's gonna be ran through the SP and the Chroma Console to be shaped and pop right back into Fender Studio Pro here. So let's turn that off first. Let's get the plug-in going. All right, SP. All right, let's make sure. The funky thing about it, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's this little thing I wish Fender, since they got the resources now to really pour into research and development, like why do I have to, now that, you can see that's the plugin, wait, back there. Yeah, right back there. This is the plugin right here, external effect is what they call it. I think in Ableton and other DAWs they got different names for it, but in Fender Studio Pro 8 it is called external effect, and they have where you got stereo and mono, right? You could configure it how you want it through the matrix, and this one is configured for the SP. Yeah, so you got the drop down. I got EQP-WA right there, and over here, I got 2 of my favorite pedals, the Boss Bass Echo and the Boss Giga Delay, which is also chained in through the matrix, so I could use it as an external effect. So that's a quick brief of the external effect and how I got it set up right now. With the SP, it is ran out into the Chroma Console and then into the PreSonus HD8. So basically it's a hard line into the Chroma Console, it's in the chain, and it's a good match, man. I mean, this little thing right here is a good match for any beat maker out there. I don't care what you're using, a keyboard, MPC, whatever. This thing is a very magical little box that you could really dial in your sound or whatever you want to get out of it, man. So all right, further ado, let's see if we could get this one going here. All right, no audio. What the hell is going on? Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot to say what I was gonna say. So I'm not gonna put it on the screen. I don't know if you can't see it, but before you turn on the external effect to have it, you're pretty much telling the HD8 it's gonna handle all the routing, right? So you have to turn off the digital side of the mixer within universal control. So as soon as I hit off, you hear everything being routed through the SP and the Chroma Console. So turn that off, and as you can see here, we're running a little hot. I mean, you probably even see it from the camera. It's just like orange, So we gotta do a little gain stage and turn this down. The send. Turn this up. All right. So that sounds decent. Okay, and I also had the isolator on because let's turn this down. There we go. All right. So it has a little heft on it, and I want to chop it down. So I put on the isolator, and just take that low end out, take a little mid and the high. I just want to tame it a little bit. Still running a little hot. I think that's about it, 10 dB. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna send it through the Chroma Console. Let's turn off all of the effects here. So at this point, you know, you can't really mix blindly, like, you know, mix a track, and unless you specifically know how you want it. Sometimes I do, but in this case, where it's a, you know, a brand new, I'm starting out, you know, putting a track together, I would solo other tracks as well, along with. Okay, so this, if anybody's a deep lover of boom bap and hip hop, you know where that samples comes from. Group Home, Superstar. And basically, I want everything to fit together. All these samples should pretty much meld together sonically, and you're not gonna be able to tell one from the other really, except for the Rhodes. You know, that'll be out front, but this sample right here is gonna be faded to the back next. So I'm just comparing and contrasting right now, you know what I mean? And then I'll do it to the next one. But the main one we're listening to right now is the Rhodes. So another classic sample, Nas. That ain't hard to tell. And this is the drums. Might as well hear it all together. This is the drums right here. So you can see how it all can groove together just raw like that. We haven't even started, you know what I'm saying? I'm just starting out on the keys right now. So, let's bring this back into view here, all right? So, all right, we got it through the SP. We got it kind of EQ'd how we want. Now we're gonna turn on the Chroma Console. We're gonna give it, you could already hear it, you know what I mean? We want sweeten. I don't know if I want sweeten on this. We'll do a little bit of it, a little bit. Movement might be good, a little vibrato. Slow it down, or speed it up a little bit. Take out the amount. Okay, move on to diffusion. I really dig the space. It sounds really dope. Not as gritty as this old Boss Space Echo, but it sounds really nice. Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorites. The Space, Sweet and Drive, filter. Squash is real good on drums. I think I'm gonna use that later on the drums. So yeah, that sounds pretty good right there. And now we're gonna go to texture. I'm gonna do a little low end pass, low end filter, and that's it. So now we got both the SP and the Chroma affecting this track. I'm gonna let you hear it. Let's see here, without anything. That's, you know, so I solved my problem. I wanted to bring down the volume and kind of give it a little character. So turn that back on. And that's just with the SP, with the isolator. And this is with it all together again. So you see the Chroma Console really brings it out. It's really worth it. I think anybody, like I said, making beats, man, you gotta add it. It's a must. It is a must. All right, so let's go ahead and let's stop it for a second. So, yeah, sometimes when I love hearing my, the loops, but all right. So let's bounce this down. We're gonna do a mix down. Everything is set the way we want it. You just hit mix down. It's gonna do its thing. This is an 8-bar loop. This whole track is it's 8 bars. And a reason why I like using 8 bars, I'll make variations within the first 4, you know, switch ups, and then when I track it out and into the DAW, I could create even more variations. So that's why I love using 8 bar loops. And then if I decide, nah, it sounds better as a 4, I wouldn't necessarily, I would implement the others in it in different ways, like hooks or something like that. So just, all right, so let us normalize it. It's done doing its thing. Normalize there. So open it up, and sometimes I'm pretty confident I like it, so I'll just remove that, the original track. You know, sure, you know. It's normalized. Let's hear how it sounds. Don't forget to turn it down because it's gonna start you off at 0 dB. So let's turn this down and hit play. Sounds great to me. So everything's baked in. All right, we're gonna go to the next. All right, so you hear some artifacts in the back there of the Superstar sample. I don't know. Do I? Yeah. Let's take it through the SP and the Chroma Console. I was gonna put it through that, but nah, we'll just do this. All right. All right, here we go. So, all right, let's do some gain staging here. Oh, there we go. Why is it so hot? It's crazy. All right, seems to be calmed down now. Oh, there we go. That's the gotta be below 15 dB. That's good enough. I don't mind a little bit of clipping, especially with boom bap. All right, so we got it going in. Let's compare it to. So off the back, I wanna do some taking out that heft. Yeah, right there sounds good. We might not have to, I don't know. Sometimes less is more. I don't try to overdo it, but I love playing with this thing. So we know we about to take it. Let's turn off that so you hear what we're doing. I'll sweeten. No. Sometimes, you know, you ain't gotta, you use which ones. Try to double it. Cassette. And we'll do, yeah, a cascade. I like that. All right, let's hear it without the chroma. So I'm talking about sometimes less is more. There we go. I like that. Reels and cassette. I like it. I like it. I like it. So we're gonna print that. Again, we got going through the SP to the chroma for this second sample here, this group home sample. Again, let's hear it. Let's hear it with the drums. Dope, dope. Love it. I love it. I don't know, man. I like sometimes, and I think this is gonna happen over time, and it does, man, with plugins and what am I talking about? Like not just, you know, how they say like the MPC 60s and these units have their own character and sound. Also, like basically stem separating leaves artifacts, and not all stem separation is created equal, as we know with the MPC Live 2. It is leaps and bounds better in the Live 3. That's why I use Serato sample. But you can, not to say it's not useless, or you know, you can use it, but garbage in, garbage out. You put something in it that has tons of artifacts, you're gonna hear probably damn near every one of them going through the MPC Live 2. But I think I chopped these samples and I stem separated them. No, I did use Serato sample. It's pretty good. That's what I was getting at. Serato sample, I like the artifacts that they leave, especially for making boom bap and stuff like that. So I don't know. That's just my preference. And yes, clean. Sometimes clean stem separation is needed, but mostly for what I do, I don't mind the artifacts. But to give you a gauge, this MPC Live 2, it does not, I wouldn't say it can deliver usable stems. So anyway, I get off my soapbox with that. Let's finish this up real quick and stop lollygagging. All right, so we got our joint. Let's play it again. All right, let's track. Yeah, we're gonna track this out. So we're gonna mix this down. Man. And basically, man, I mean, it's all about the sound, man. I mean, I have no rules to this, man. Like, I don't follow. It depends basically on the groove, the feeling of the track, and how far I'm gonna go with it, of how much I'm gonna process it, you know. But right now, I'm being honest with you, man. I mean, sounds pretty good just with this raw, you know, shaping and coloration mixes. We're gonna get into the warm audio EQPs here in a second. Let me just normalize that. We're gonna get rid of the old one. Track, bam, and the SP disappears. All right, so let's see what these two sound like that I just processed. So we just processed these two tracks up here. All right, let's see how they sound. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's move on to the. It sounds good. Sounds good to me. Let's move on to this non-sample. Again, yeah. Let's go with the SP Chroma Console chain. Let's see what we can do here. SP. Nope. SP. Bam, bam. All right. Let's turn all these off. Clear the slate. And again, we got a hot SP screaming right now. Stop force feeding me. Yeah. All right, there we go. Okay, the two elements of this track that really sit together is the non-sample and the group home sample. They really, as you can hear, they fit together, more so better than the Rhodes and the drums, which what you hear. These go together. All right, so you put these in. Yeah. So, all right. Let's clean up this. Let's turn that off. All right. What do we want? Oh, it's hot again. What? Oh, let's turn this down. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. I wanna. Yeah. All right. I don't know if that's helping or hurting at this point. I don't know if I like how that sounds. I think let's turn this off and. All right, well, we'll roll with it. All right, is that it? Let's see. I had some feedback. It's probably from, let's see. Yeah. Yes, yes, it was that space. We're gonna put that on light. And that's another thing about hyper mixing or outboard, you know, and you'll hear a lot of guys say this on these YouTube producers, guys that put their content out there. There's just something about that having to reach out, you know what I'm saying? And you can just dial it in versus, using a mouse to spin a fake knob on the screen. So I don't know. I like it. I like it. I'm always gonna have outboard gear. I mean, I could certainly mix, but this is not as intuitive. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, on with the show. All right. All right, sounds good. We like that. Let's mix it down. Let's balance it first. All right, trim that up, and we're gonna mix it down. All right, so next up, we're gonna do the drums, and wrap it up. I mean, I've done this before. I've never done a whole track like this, without putting one. The only plugin that I'm using is the external effect plugin with this whole track. Everything that's gonna be mixed is gonna be with outboard bit, SP, Chroma, and next up is gonna be the pair of warm audio EQP-WAs that's chained to a DBX 266XS. And I know what you're saying, like, oh, why has he got that? Let me tell you something. Hey, it's a utility piece. This isn't for boutique or a certain warmer sound. I just need a compressor that compresses, in a punchy, snappy way. And it's very flexible, man. I'm going off on a tangent. The over easy setting on here, man, for things other than, drums, or maybe you want to, do some melodies or keys or whatever. The over easy takes that. It's like the anti-grit, the punchiness. It softens it. It's over easy. So I don't know. DBX, send me a check. I don't know, but I ain't gotta send me nothing. This is already known as a very, very, very good compressor. And it's inexpensive. So here we go. All right, we done. What we doing is just remove the old track. We got the new joint that's been processed through this output gear, and we're gonna normalize it. Bam. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear everything together so far that has been processed other than the drums. So let's just mute the drums. Let's see how all this nonsense. Sounds kind of like air on the airy side, but it's all right. The drums I'm gonna make it. I might throw another drum loop on that, but I'm gonna do that. Yeah. So let's hear it with the drums now. Let's hear what we got so far with the drums. I don't really like it by itself, but all right. Well, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, man. If you tuned in, man, let me know, because I don't have the chat thing up here. So let me know. All right. So drums. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this drum loop in stereo, and the next one in mono. I know what you're saying, but I like it. I like how it sounds. This is my sound, so it sounds a little wide, but when you do it like that, you could take one loop and kind of make it wide, and then the next one mono could be like, you get another loop that gives the first one natural ghost kicks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a note or two behind or ahead, and it gives it kind of a natural swing kind of without, you know, having to get in, you know, with one shots and go program them and make your own swing and do it. Just take 2 drum loops, man. It's like kind of similar, same BPM, or even not. That, you know, you throw it in there, it'll sync, you know, match the BPM, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's my lazy way of doing drums. So, all right, we're gonna do the EQ piece. There we go. Let's see if you guys could. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. All right, this is a preset setup that, you know, you have to do with any of these external effect plugins that are many of these DAWs. You got to set it up yourself. So then you make your own preset. So this is the EQP. Let's just make sure the ins and outs are right. I don't see it. So what we're gonna do is make sure our matrix is the default. There we go. Apply. Okay. So we should be running in there now. All right, EQP stereo 7, EQP-WA. There we go. Bam, bam. All right, so we're set up. All right. So let's hear our drums. We're gonna hit it on bypass first. All right, everything is all right. Let's play it. Bypass that we're gonna bypass the compressor for now. All right, let's take a little bit of all right, we're gonna turn the Alright, so right now the compressor is bypassed. Let's just say how it all sounds together. Alright, we're gonna bypass. I mean, it really does add heft, warmth, character, everything, man. Crazy. All right. We're gonna put some compression on it. Again, bypass EQP and bypass compression. EQP's on. Oh. And compression on. I just turned off the external loop. That's on. So I took a lot of the grittiness out. I'll try that. Sounds good. I mean, night and day with, without. All right. I'm gonna try something. We're gonna do. All right, yeah. We'll yeah. Let's just print this out. Sounds good. I don't want to overdo it. Just bounce it down. Now we're gonna mix down the selection through the ran through this chain here, EQP and a DBX. All right. Yeah, we'll remove track. All right. We successfully, and we're gonna normalize the new prints of that drum loop. Where we at? Normalize. Bam. Turn it down. We don't blow our eardrums out. All right. Play. Sounds pretty good. All right. So, all right, let's do this. Let's try to see if we could put, I mean, it sounds good. Let's try to see if we could find another drum loop to play with our current one to give a little bit, I don't know. We got enough movement going everywhere. But wow, samples. Let's check out the drum brokers. Let's check out my boy, the man with the plan. What's that? Nah. Tammuz. Again, shame, I think some of the best drums out there, you could, sample packs, I think, on the drum brokers. Tammuz, super dope. Even Cooking Soul, man. Cooking Soul, he got some nice little nuggets of pure gold inside of some of his packs. And for a lot of those layering loops, things that I'm watching, I'm gonna go with Cooking Soul. I think this is Low Back Life Volume 5, and it's called Fuego drum loops. And I'm gonna tell you, he got some. He's definitely has an ear, man. Like up for straight up boom back, like the Ross. Like, I don't know how to explain it. He captures. He knows what he's doing. 1000%. Shout out to Cooking Soul. Another cool thing that you just saw, I'm in the process of doing is picking this up the drum loop. What's so cool about Fender Studio Pro? I don't know what the other DAWs do, but I could audition the drum loop live straight from the browser, and you just hit sync and it syncs it automatically. See, this drum loop is 60 beats per minute. All right, check it out. I ain't gotta sync it and listen to how it sounds. Yeah, it's not gonna work, but bam, you just tap that sync. And what I love about it, man, that it keeps a lot of its integrity. It doesn't sound like crap, you know what I'm saying, with the little quick, not quantized time stretching algorithm, whatever they use. I think it's great. All right, so let's proceed. Let's see how it sounds again. See what I'm talking about? Like that right there. It's called BDP95 from Fuego Drum Loops, Low Back Live Volume 5. It's, even though, and again, you could take it, gives it another like a extra bounce, you know what I'm saying, with the drums. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's preview a couple more, but I'm gonna keep that in mind, that BDP 95. That ain't gonna work. All right. We're gonna go that BDP 95. Yes, for sure. All right, bam. Let's throw it in there. I'm gonna duplicate it. 4 of them. Make it all one little happy family here. And we are going to let's play them together now. Just turn it down. Obviously, we got to do some work with it. Sounds good to me. All right, but this one, we're gonna make this one mono. We're gonna make this one stereo. All right, so boopity bip over here. We're gonna finish this up. Make it mono. Bounce selection. Bam. Got a mono drum. All right, now let's get to work. For this is gonna go it's gonna go through the EQP, but this time it's gonna be a mono connection, and we have it set up EQP-WA. This is gonna be the one here on the bottom. Uncouple it, and now with a few clicks and a snap, now it changed this into just the one on the bottom here, the EQP on the bottom, and then this side of the compressor, just channel 1. So let's proceed. All right. So there's too much, we got too much rumbling going on. So usually I would make this, we're gonna go back to the stereo drum and we'll fix it, but I want the mono one to be the, Sounds good to me. Let me know in the comments, man, what you think. Sounds good. Yeah, there we have it. 5 tracks. Got this. I think I actually played these keys using Scalar 3. Another little I think is super dope. If you are not skilled with the keys, as you can probably see from the camera, I got my notes, stickers on my keys. I'm not the best with melodies and chords, so Scalar really comes through, man. It's definitely worth it. Also, their EQ, very dope. All right, we got our group home. All right, there we go. There we have it. Hey man, appreciate anybody that tuned in, still there. Peace and love. Oh, you know what? Let's do one more thing. Let's run the whole thing through the master stereo. Let's run the whole thing through the EQP here and see what nonsense that could bring about. Stereo that. Boom, boom, a little kiss of compression. All right, let's see. Damn, man. Uh-oh. What in the Ram skate is going on here? That's still off. Oh, here we go. This is another thing, man. I know you should be able to match. So you're good. That's gonna happen when you have multiple external effects. So like you saw me doing throughout the mix, man, I was deleting after I printed it. I deleted the old one because it has the external input plugin. So when you go to put another one on it, it's gonna take both signals. So you have to delete the old one off of there. Matter of fact, oops, I was supposed to mix that down. But anyway, let's see how it sounds with this one. I'll come back to it. What's going on here? Let's turn it up. Oh my God. Well, that's all, folks, man. Thanks for tuning in. Peace and love. Let's save this.